This video is dedicated to the dribble heads, the comp guards looking to combo up and do something amazing. NBA 2K24 is giving us that good stuff, and I got one for you guys. So lock in. Let's go. All right, what you're looking at right here is a point guard at 6'1 minimum weight and 6'7 wingspan. All right, we're gonna show y'all all of the stats, and I'm gonna break it down why they're important to have this way specifically and give you guys the whole rundown. And by the way, we have a lot of builds, so make sure you lock in and check out everything that we have throughout the year. Tons of great builds. With this one right here, focusing on specifically the point guard position, is going to have top tier aspects, and you want to tweak this in different ways, which I'll showcase in a minute as well. So first and foremost, you're going to be unguardable. You're going to be an offensive juggernaut, and it's going to be amazing. All right. So we're going to start off with the dribbles. The reason you're going to go with a 97, you're going to get blow-bys on Hall of Fame, handles for days on Hall of Fame, speed booster on Hall of Fame. That's all I got to say. All right. Never mind unpluckable, killer combos, ankle breakers, and so much more that you're going to have at your disposal. The ones I just spoke above are going to be the most overpowered dribble specific badges. Okay, so you're going to have that. On top of this, you will unlock every single animation for dribbles in the game with a 95 or higher, and we have a 97. So that's the reason we got that. That is also the reason we have things like speed with ball and acceleration. We want to make sure we get all of the good badges within the game for that. For example, hyperdrive and so on. With that out of the way, that's just dribbling, and that's your bag, right? You're going to get open at all times. You're going to be able to hit the three with a 93. Honestly, you can put this to a 93 overall, drop down your free throws, drop down a couple of different attributes that are not as important, which I'll get into at the end, and it'll help you out. But let's go from the top down. Finishing with a 77 layup. You're only going to be doing layups when you have an open lane, okay? So layups and dunks, a 75. There are some dunk animations that you'll be able to unlock easily with the 75. And then for the layups, easy baskets at the rim, scoop layups, and things like that are going to be critical. You got scoop on gold, so pay attention to that. It's going to be very, very important for the game. With that out of the way, a 77 for mid-ranges. The only time you're taking those is when you're wide open. If somebody's staying in the paint trying to guard you, or somebody's playing the three heavy, you can hit that quick mid-range and you're good to go. 87 is not needed, but I put it on because I know you guys are bailout made. No offense, but we have bailout on bronze. This is for anybody that absolutely needs it and they've been using it for years. Personally, I don't use it. I would lower this down a bit, but for the sake of the video, I have it at a 87. And if you wanted to take that down, you can, and then throw it around into other things. For example, the three-pointer, if I was to tweak this and put that on the three, I'm going to get a higher three-pointer, which is really going to help my actual badges. I'm going to get more gold and silver, for example. So that would be what I'll do. I have an 80 here, maybe an 82, and we're good to go. That'll be the only tweak that I think is critical for the build as far as play styles. If you're willing not to play with bailout, which I am, so I'll definitely be having this lower. And then from there, yes, I know you're looking at it and saying this has no defense, it's not viable. Guess what? There's plenty of builds that you can use in the game that might not have the bag when it comes to defense, but that's where you have a lockdown. That's where you have a center to be able to cover you. And these attributes, you're going to be playing probably zone, hiding in a corner, not really playing on ball defense and things like that. So you're going to be perfectly fine. You're going to be able to cook up on offense. They can't guard you on the ISO. They can't guard you on the pick and roll. You're going to be deadly. And then if they try to stop you at the three, you can drive to the basket and finish efficiently, right? And that's where these numbers down below, for example, acceleration at a 93 specifically, you want to unlock the badges just like speed booster and low buy that are very new, but are going to be very powerful throughout the year. You're just going to be untouchable. And I know strength, I do have a build with a 95 strength for a point guard. This is the exact opposite. If you want to watch that, go right ahead. It's a 6'8" build, breaking the meta. But this right here is the meta for the ISO players, in my opinion. You get every single thing you need. If we went down the list about badges, you would actually be like, wow, yeah, you're right. This is some great stuff. Absolutely love it. Okay. And just to point it out, you know, top tier dribble badges, Hall of Fame versions that are incredible, shooting badges as well. As you can see, there's tons and tons of stuff. So this is the build. The tweaks, like I said, passing, you can turn up or down. 87 will give you bailout on bronze, which will save you from throwing those bad passes that a lot of people like to do. And you can tweak that by changing up something else. You don't even need dunks. Personally, I love dunks. I think it's more sufficient. You're going to get things like Klay Thompson and other easy dunks to do, Manu Ginobili. You can unlock those with that. Okay. And if you say, hey, this has too much, no defense at all, you can go right ahead and start lowering your thing and make this a full balance build, which I have some of those as well. But this is specifically for the comp players that want to ISO. Maybe your Steve Francis made, you can unlock that. Or you can try the new dribbles and go crazy with the combos going forward. That is the whole build. And I want to take a second to actually showcase what the build name is, and then just talk about, you know, what you can do with it. Of course, you can see right here, top tier player in Trae Young, 3-point shot hunter, right? This is a build that I'm sure most people will make, but the way I made it is going to be very specific to unlock the dribble and all the badges and animations that you'll need to succeed. All right, thank y'all for tuning in. I hope y'all like this. Go and watch the other build that I have up right here on the left and the right. I'll see y'all on the court.